Hello, my name is Evan Wray, and we're here in Europe to study and research the coffee and cafe culture here. Uh, this project is all supported by my college back home, Washington and Jefferson College, and it is called the Magellan Project. Um, I'm extremely grateful to be out here and supported by W&J College to research and study this topic that I chose. So today, day one, we are in Vienna, Austria. And today, in the time in Vienna, we are going to be looking more at the cafe culture here in Vienna and more third wave coffee culture. And we'll get all into that as soon as we get out there. Okay. So right now, I am on my way to the cafetiera. I think that's how you pronounce it. And we're just going to go there, enjoy a coffee. And it's more of a third wave place. So, but I want to also ask some locals from Vienna about, their daily lifestyle with coffee and everything. So we'll get there and we will ask some questions and see what everybody says. Okay, so we have made it to the cafetiera. Now we will go in and see what they have to say. Okay, I'm here at the cafetiera and I ordered a melange. A melange is a typical Viennese coffee or Austrian coffee even, and you might think it just looks like a regular cappuccino or a latte or something like that, but it's it has differences. It's instead of just milk like a normal cappuccino or a latte, it is milk and whipped cream mixed together and steamed to get this instead of just like milk for a cappuccino. So we'll give it a taste and see how it is. It's pretty good. You can definitely taste you get a slight taste of the whipped cream in it, and it it does taste very similar to a cappuccino or a latte, if that. And but it's just you got that little bit of whipped cream texture and flavor to it. So it's very good. I like this drink, and I rate the cafeteria to provide me this drink. Update: as I'm halfway done with my melange, it is very good. You get like a creamy texture to it. It's not just like a regular milk, and you definitely get a huge whipped cream flavor the more you drink it. And the creamy texture is I really like. So a little update. Okay. Oh, okay. What's your name?
Peggy.
Maggie? Okay.
Peggy.
Peggy. Okay,
Yes.
sorry about that. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So the coffee culture in Vienna, what is more like, what do you guys do on a daily basis for your coffee? How do you drink it, and like, do you rather make it at home, or would you guys like to go to a cafe, get a coffee and cake possibly?
Yeah, I would say Austria or Vienna has a long tradition for coffee. So coffee houses, we have this old Wiener Kaffeehäuser.
Okay.
It's a long tradition, and we like to go for coffee, but it's not the way that you stay or you just drink standing at the bar. The most people like to take a seat, read the newspaper, and take time for coffee, I would say.
Okay. And I heard of like cafe and cooking. Is that a thing?
Cafe?
Cafe and cooking? Going to cooking? Cake or
Cake?
Is that how you say it?
I don't know what you might mean.
Like cafe, coffee and cake. Like, is that
Coffee and cake?
Yeah.
Yes, sure.
Okay.
Yes.
And
Yes,
is there
like
any
in the afternoon, they like to eat cake. Yeah.
Okay, so it's more of an afternoon type thing.
With the cake, yes.
Okay.
In the morning, we also do like Gipfel, brioche Gipfel or croissant or this kind of things. We like to eat in the morning also.
Okay, nice to know.
Yeah.
And on like the more specialty coffee type thing, why did you choose to go down that route instead of just getting from like the big one like Jonas, not Jonas Rhino, House Browns or stuff like that? I mentioned you have the more like not single origin, but third wave type of coffee.
Yes.
So why did you choose to go more down that route instead of just choosing like from a big manufacturer like Hausbranch?
Hello. I would say in the last 10-15 years that changed a lot in the coffee business. So normally we all drink like Italian style coffee, so longer roasted, hotter roasted, darker. So we like this bitterness and dark chocolate taste. And now in the last year changes to roast the coffee lighter so that we can taste the different countries, the different style of coffees, more or less like in the wine tasting.
Yeah.
I prefer this, yes. I prefer that I can or have the possibility to choose to drink a chocolate caramel coffee today, or tomorrow I like something fruitiness like blueberry or something. So I like to taste the difference from the countries or how the coffee is prepared. So that's why I chose to move the third wave style.
Okay, good.
We also not use Robusta because Robusta is a kind of taste that makes it harder to try different styles.
Yeah.
We don't do this. We don't only have Arabica, and actually we only have single origin. So to help us to, I don't know in English the word, but it's more transparent. It's more that you
more
exactly
clear.
More clear. Exactly know where the coffee is coming from, how it was prepared.
Okay.
Who's making the coffee.
Yeah.
Beans.
Okay. So it's more of a try different flavors.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And make it possible that you can taste the different flavors.
Yeah.
If it's too long or too hot roasted, they disappear.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Okay. Okay, so I just got done at the cafeteria, and if you ever visit Vienna, I cannot recommend that place enough. It is amazing quality coffee, amazing people. I met the owner, that is who I interviewed, as you guys have seen, and her name is Peggy, and she is an amazing person. She was very nice, and I want to thank her for allowing me to ask her a couple questions, and giving me a great coffee. It was amazing. So I learned a lot. There's a few takeaways that I have from that place. So, as you know, you heard in the interview with her, uh, Viennese coffee culture is more of like you sit down, you have like a melange, like what I had, or a cappuccino, or a drink that you sip on. You don't just like take a couple sips like espresso and throw it down. Um, so she said that you sit down with a friend or just by yourself, read a newspaper, take your time, enjoy the coffee, and you know enjoy everything. Um, so she also said, I also asked about Kaffee und Kuchen, which is, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but oh, there's a frog. But it's like it's an afternoon type thing of what the Viennese people do, or um, Austrian people. I think Germans also do this, but they in the afternoon they will have another drink to enjoy, like a cappuccino or a melange, and they will also have a piece of cake with it. This is very typical around this region, and that's actually the next stop is to go to a pretty famous place called Demo. It's a Demo. It's a bakery, and they are known for their cakes there. So I'm going to go there and get a cafe und Kuchen, if I'm pronouncing that right. Still, I don't know, but so yeah, it Peggy, the owner of the cafeteria, was amazing. She also said that Viennese people do salty type foods with their coffee, and I, tried this out. They offer a legendary toast, and I won't do quotes for that because it actually was pretty legendary and it was amazing. So I had a toast after the coffee. I didn't record it or anything because it was more after the moment, but it was nonetheless, it was still amazing. So Peggy also said about like the whole roaster process. They don't roast there, and she also doesn't roast the coffee, but she had to find someone to roast the coffee that she prefers and that she likes. So she said that it was actually a very hard process to find someone that she likes and someone that she could trust and someone that could roast the coffee to her specifications. So she finally found one, and now she's providing great and excellent coffee, and it's amazing. Trust me. If you are in Vienna, please give it a shot. So as as Peggy said when I was asking her the couple questions, she said that she likes to go off more of like flavor and try different like countries for their flavor of coffee. So she only does like single origins. So single origins are like you get coffee from Brazil or Peru or Ethiopia and all that type of stuff. It usually some places they do like blends, so it's like some single origins you could say like are mixed or mixed with like Robusta or whatever. But there she likes to only do single origins, and she does no Robusta at all. Robusta kind of is a very cheap type of coffee, and it kind of brings down the flavor profile. So if she mixes in Robusta and does a blend, then you don't get the full flavor effect of the coffee. So she likes to taste the flavors, so she only does single origins. So she also told me that the place that the coffee shop that she's in, they used to call it like an espresso in Austria or Vienna, and they're kind of just an espresso is kind of just like a place you can go to sit down and enjoy a coffee. So the place that she has for her coffee shop is more of like has an older style to it, older feel to it. But she said she likes to have that older style and offer like newer quality coffee and newer kind of drinks. Like they have like iced drinks there, like in America and everything. So she's kind of mixing the new with the old, and she really prefers it that way. Um, so and she likes to also mix like the older typical Viennese or Austrian drinks with newer drinks. Like I said, she offers um, like an iced latte, but she also offers like other older drinks like the melange, which I had, and like an Einspinner, which is espresso with like whipped cream, and also just like espresso and cappuccino and all these older drinks. But she also offers newer drinks for the newer age and newer style of coffee. So I also got the chance to meet with and talk to a local at the coffee shop, and she said that Viennese style coffee is more like dark and Italian style and strong, and you know if you think of like Italian style, then that's how she said that typical Viennese style is. So she said that she didn't really like it too much, that Viennese style was bad. um she was an amazing lady. Her name was Gabrielle, and she was an amazing person. She was very nice, and I had a great conversation with her. And she gave me a ton of good recommendations to try for like typical Viennese style coffee. And she said, the good coffee houses in Vienna, and if you want to experience Viennese coffee culture, is to go to non-touristy spots that have like older men and women, sitting down reading a newspaper and enjoying a coffee. Not just drinking espresso real quick and leaving. Actually enjoying their coffee and reading a newspaper, talking with someone else. Those are the places that she said to go to experience Viennese coffee. With that, she did say, if you want a good coffee, then don't go to the touristy spots. Like, funny enough, she said Demo, the next place I'm gonna go to. But she said that you just won't expect a good coffee there. There's like Cafe Central. It's a very famous and known cafe here. It's more for like the arts and the architecture and the history, but she said that you won't get a good coffee there. So she recommended not to, to avoid these places and not go to them, and go to the smaller, areas, smaller coffee shops that, offer, real coffee and not just a tourist trap type deal. So I'm going to, she gave me a good few locations to go to. So I'm going to go to those places probably tomorrow or the next day, and we'll see what that's all about. Interview some more locals. But Gabrielle was a great person. I want to thank her for answering my questions and talking to me and having a great conversation with me, and she was great. Okay, so after learning all that at the cafeteria, it is now time to go to Demo. We're going to go to Demo to enjoy a Kaffee und Kuchen, if that's how you pronounce it. I think it is, but it's basically just a coffee and cake. And Demo is a famous bakery here in Vienna, so they're going to have some pretty good cake, and I'm just going to go see what that's all about. Enjoy the culture a little bit. So off to that. Okay, so we have made it to demo, and I'm gonna go in and soak myself into the cafe und cooking culture, and we'll see what that's all about. It's definitely a more tourist place. There's a lot of people here, and it's made to look good and all that sort of thing. So we'll see what it's all about. Okay, so I just finished up at demo, and I didn't record there other than to record what I got. I didn't record my observations or anything because I didn't feel like I should be recording myself talking in there. It was more of like a quiet, fancy place. But I will give my honest opinion from going there. And turns out that the lady I met at the cafeteria was very correct. Gabrielle was very correct. It is definitely a huge tourist spot. My plan was when I got there and like after I enjoyed a cafe und cooking was to go ask a local there some questions, but there was no locals at all. Everybody was not from Vienna, so that didn't go as planned. But anyways, my honest opinion about that place is that it is 100%, not 100%, but it is definitely a tourist trap. It's cool to go to. I'd say that it's a very fancy, elegant place, but it was very expensive because of that. I got an espresso and the Sasha torta, which is what they're pretty known for, especially here in Vienna. It's like a chocolate cake with some like cherry tartness to it, and it's pretty good. Don't get me wrong, the cake was very good. Coffee, on the other hand, not very good, as Gabrielle said to me. So I paid for the cake and the espresso. I paid $13 or 13 euros, which is pretty expensive. And the coffee was not that great, but the cake was pretty good. The cake was good. But yeah, it is definitely a tourist trap. Definitely, it's not anything authentic. But I mean, it is cool to go to. It's not like a bad place. It's not that bad. It's very expensive and not as authentic. It's more for, you go there and you see it. It's kind of like go to the Mona Lisa. You go there and see the Mona Lisa, and that's almost it. But yeah, that was my honest review. Didn't have the best experience. The waitress that I had wasn't the nicest or anything. I had to wait like 30 minutes to even order after I sat down. So, but yeah, that was my honest review of demo. And other than that, that's the first day done. get back on here tomorrow for day 2 of part 1 in Vienna, and learned a good bit today. Talked to two great people, and I went to Demo to try and soak myself into the culture of Kaffee und Kuchen. And it could have been better, but hopefully the places that Gabrielle recommended to me will be a lot better. So see you tomorrow.